Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian with Simpleman's Comics in collaboration with Comic Book Speculation and Investing. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about my weekly picks for comics that are coming out Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. It's not a great week for comics, but it's not a completely bad week either. Kicking us off this week, we have Aquaman number 28. This is going to be the finale to the Underworld story arc. Caught in the claws of the monstrous crustacean crime baron known as Crush, Aquaman and Dolphin are bargaining chips in a most dangerous game with the cruel king Wrath. He'll do anything to keep the secret of Arthur's survival from the people of Atlantis. Meanwhile, Mira's mission to break into the Seal Kingdom hits a rough patch when Atlantis' magical technology short-circuits on a massive scale, especially those devices made of a certain metal. This is going to ship with two different covers. There's a gorgeous regular cover by Keepin, which I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but that's how you look like it pronounces to me. Also, there's a gorgeous regular price variant for this by Joshua Middleton. Now be aware, that variant is sold out at a lot of places online already. Next, we have Batman the Red Death number 1. As the events of Dark Knight's Metal rock the DC Universe, the creatures of the Dark Multiverse stand ready to invade our world. How can even the world's greatest heroes stop a horde of deadly beings that appear to be powerful, nightmare versions of familiar figures? Find out in this special tie-in issue. This is going to have a foil-stamped cover, and it's done by Carmine Di Giandomenico. Batman number 31. This brings us to part 5 of the War of Jokes and Riddles. It's tough to beat the two biggest puzzle makers in the world at their own game, and Batman's gambits have only pulled him deeper into the moral quagmire where the Riddler and the Joker do their dirty work. All of Gotham City hangs in the balance as Batman faces the ultimate conundrum. Are brain teasers better than belly laughs? This is going to have a regular cover. There's also a regular priced variant for this by Tim Sale. Batwoman number 7. This is part 1 to Fear and Loathing. When her father, Colonel Jacob Kane, realized that Kate would never become the soldier he wanted, he chose someone else to lead his secret paramilitary group, the Colony. That man, Colony Prime, hates nobody on Earth the way he hates Kate, and the feeling is mutual. So when the two of them are stranded in Sahara Desert, heavily dosed with the Scarecrow's fear toxin, with no way to survive except to rely on each other, they might just choose death instead. Now, this is going to have a beautiful regular cover by Ben Oliver. There's also a just as gorgeous regular priced variant for this by Robbie Rodriguez. Nightwing number 29. This is part 2 to Gotham Resistance, which is also a Dark Knight's Metal tie-in. Hopelessly lost in a kingdom of snow and ice, our heroes are set upon by Mr. Freeze and his fearsome frost giants from the Dark Multiverse. But help arrives in the form of an at once foreign and familiar Dick Grayson. Now this has a regular cover, which is also by, I'm going to butcher his name, Keepin. Also, there's a regular priced variant for this, and it's by Casey Jones. Super Sons number 8. This is part 3 to Planet of the Capes. The Super Sons find themselves blasted across the cosmos to a weird world called Yagardis. As Superboy and Robin endeavor to stop the strange place's superpowered factions from killing each other, can a horde of ultra-powerful aliens, some sentient multiversal clay, and a showdown with the villain Krakow stop them from getting back to Earth? This is going to have a regular cover by Jorge Jimenez. There's also a regular priced variant by Dustin Gwynn. Next, we have Superman number 31. This is part 1 to a 2-part story arc called Breaking Point. Lois Lane is after the interview of a lifetime. The subject of her Daily Planet article, Deathstroke the Terminator. Determined to get inside the mind of a killer, Lois follows a trail of bodies across the globe and comes face to face with the ultimate assassin. But the encounter turns deadly, and with Superman halfway around the world, the interview of a lifetime could cost Lois Lane her life. Now this was originally supposed to be parts 1 and 2 of the Imperious Rex story arc, but at the end of August they announced that James Bonney and artist Tyler Kirkham are going to be covering 2 issues. They didn't give an explanation, so if you look at a lot of places online, covers look a lot different. I had to do a bunch of searching. I wasn't able to find what the variant cover looks like for this, but I was able to find what I believe is the regular cover. Both the regular cover and the variant cover for this is going to be by Ian Churchill. Wonder Woman Conan number 1. What makes one a legend? How do legends carve their names in history when countless others are forgotten? Wonder Woman and Conan the Barbarian are destined by the fates to be legendary, but when their stories collide, will both emerge victorious, or will the fickle gods cut their lives short? This is going to be co-published by Dark Horse Comics. There's going to be 3 covers for it. We have a regular Derek Robertson cover. There's a regular priced Leon Sharp variant. There's also a regular priced blank variant for this. Game of Thrones Clash of Kings number 4. Arya continues to travel north to the Wall and makes the acquaintance of the most unusual character, Dragon Hagar. But when the recruits of the Night's Watch are stopped by the Gold Cloaks, a confrontation seems inevitable. Meanwhile, Catelyn Stark must come to terms with her son Robb is now also king in the north, and that sometimes family and politics conflict. Now this is going to ship with 5 different covers, guys. There's a regular Mike Miller cover, there's a regular priced Mel Ruby variant, there's an incentive Mike Miller black and white cover, there's also an incentive black and white Mel Ruby variant, and what I would get out of all these is the incentive Mike Miller Virgin variant. And another thing I noticed, I was looking at Comic-Con and I looked at the sales for issue number 3. Now, I'm not privy to all the information, so I don't know if this is all the covers or what, but it's showing that there was 6,325 copies of Game of Thrones Clash of the Kings number 3 sold in August. So, I'm not sure what the ratio is on that version, if it's a 1 in 10 or what. Either way, take that out of 6,000 copies. How popular Game of Thrones is, I'd like to have it just for my personal collection, but to me that's worth picking up. Low risk, $12 to $15. Get it if you can. Killer Instinct number 1. Now I'm not sure how many of you guys out there are gamers, but this is based off a video game, and it's going to ship with 11 different covers, but I'm only going to talk about 2 here. The first one is there's a gameplay variant cover, which is absolutely gorgeous. Also, there's an incentive Udon Virgin variant for this. Pick up one of those 2. Of course, if you can get the Virgin variant for cheap, roughly between $20 to $25, pick that up. Angelic number 1 is a new series from Image Comics. Winged monkeys, techno dolphins, and quantum alley cats. Humanity's long gone, its memory lingers only as misunderstood rituals among mankind's leftovers, the genetically modified animals they used and abused for eons. But for one young flying monkey, Cora, the routines are unbearable. All she wants is to explore. Instead, she's expected to settle down, become a mother, and lose her wings. It says, "Thank Wally" by way of Watership Down. I don't know, looks kind of far out there, but hey, it's worth picking up for a read, right? Gasolina number 1. This is another comic that I've been waiting for a few months to come out, and it's finally here. There's a new series from Image, Fugitives, Rebels, Newlyweds. In their journey south from El Norte, Amalia and Randy have played many roles in order to survive. Now they must become unlikely leaders in the fight against a new cartel who uses inhuman tactics to ignite the most monstrous war Mexico and the world has ever seen. Everything burns in this new series from Sean Makiewicz and Nico Walter, where love and devotion can only be measured in fire and blood. There's a regular cover. There's also a regular price variant for this by Lorenzo De Felici. Keep in mind as well that a couple months ago, a lot of comic book stores got an ash can version of this comic from Image as a preview. If you can get that ash can for cheap, make sure you pick it up. Don't pay more than $20 for it though. Either way, this looks like a fantastic comic. Shirtless Bear-Fighter number 4. This is going to be the penultimate issue to the series. With his home destroyed and his spirit broken, Shirtless must join forces with a hated enemy if he hopes to rise against Logger and his loyal army of chainsaw-wielding lumberlouts. Miniseries or not, this is a fantastic read. I've loved every issue. If you guys haven't been picking it up, you absolutely need to, because I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. It's fun. It's awesome. I can't say enough good things about it. Also, there's going to be 3 different covers for this. There's an Andrew Robinson cover. There's a Paolo Rivera regular priced variant. There's also a Daniel Warren Johnson regular priced variant for this as well. Keep in mind, the Paolo Rivera variant seems to be selling out fast online. Jean Grey number 7. Traveling the Marvel Universe, preparing herself for the inevitable encounter with the Phoenix Force, Jean Grey has learned to fight from the likes of Namor, Thor, and Psylocke. But now she wants to know more about her opponent than the best way to punch it. She wants to know what makes it tick. She wants to know what's it made of. And to learn that, she'll go to one of the few women who have harnessed its power, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch herself. This is going to have a regular cover by David Yardin, but the main reason I even have this in this video, and yes, I'm sick of Venomized cover, but this cover is a regular price variant. It's a Venomized Phoenix Force, and it's by Marco Cicchetto. I love Marco Cicchetto, and I love this cover, so I'm going to pick it up. Marvel Legacy Preview Spotlight. Now this is going to be free. You should be able to find it in your local comic book stores. You can find it online. Some places are allocating it to 1 per customer. This is going to get you an exclusive behind the scenes look at upcoming Marvel Legacy titles to include Mighty Thor, Despicable Deadpool, Amazing Spider-Man, and so much more. Sometimes these pick up from a speculator point of view. A lot of people consider them, oh, there's an early appearance I'm going to show in a later title. Either way, it's free. If you can find it, go ahead and pick yourself up a copy. Totally Awesome Hulk number 23. The Weapon X program's experiments nearly pushed Amadeus into the brink. Can he rebuild his fun-loving demeanor, or is the monster permanently out of the trunk? Plus, Matty Cho and Kega return. This is a great comic book. Issue number 22 went off the charts. I mean, it's selling high. It's up there near $40 to $60. It was even higher at one point. But either way, this is a great story. Also, this cover is an homage to the Incredible Hulk King Size Special, or annual number 1. So it has that going for it as well. As I mentioned, Totally Awesome Hulk number 22. Be aware that the second print for that comic is coming out this week as well. Oh yeah, Venom number 154 and Venom verse number 3 are also coming out this week. Blah. Sorry, I'm just over Venom. I mean, Marvel's just shoving it down everyone's throats. Could be a great story and all, but I'm just sick of it. Dark Arc number 1. This is a new series from Aftershock Comics. The wickedness of mankind has moved the creator to destroy the world by way of flood. Noah has been tasked with building an ark to save his family and the animals of the world. But this isn't Noah's story, for darker powers have commanded the sorcerer Shrey to build his own ark and save the unnatural creatures of the world, such as vampires, the dragons, the Naga, and the Manticore. Now this comic's going to have 3 different covers, guys. There's a regular Wando cover, there's a regular priced Phil Hester variant, there's also a regular priced retailer appreciation variant for this. Misbegotten Runaway Nun number 1. In a post-apocalyptic world gone medieval, the church sends their top monk warrior to infiltrate a renegade scientist enclave and kidnap the J-Clone, the Lord's vat-born twin. Saving the holy clone from the cross forces, the monk must confront the truth of his own very immaculate birth. Clones of Marilyn Monroe, Hitler, Gandhi, and Jesus, oh my. Misbegotten is cyberpunk religion gone mad. Looks like a fantastic read. There's going to be 3 different covers for this. There's a regular just in case cover. There's also a regular priced variant by Just In Case, which is a Marilyn Monroe cover, as well as a regular priced C cover by Just In Case as well. So there it is, guys. Those are my picks for comic books that are coming out Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. As you all know by now, please comment. Let me know what books you guys are picking up. Also comment. Let me know what books I left out that you guys have enjoyed reading. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button for me. To see more videos like this and other videos I have, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This has been Brian from Simpleman's Comics in collaboration with Comic Book Speculation and Investing, and I'll see you guys next week.